Hello everyone, this is your host, TheOwlHat, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. This is another brand new game on the channel, and in honor of the Stanley Parable, which as far as I am aware is some major weird shit, I am wearing a hoodie inside a hoodie, much just like this computer. Not that that has any bearing or purpose to anything. Anyway, let's begin the game and see what's up. End is never the end is never the loading. Come on, load. The end is never the end, but we won't begin unless you load faster. Can you do that for me? Loading bar, can you help me out? Apparently not. Ah, there we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Creepy.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did I? Did I get up and step out of my office? Do I do that? I guess I do. Hello? When there's no people at my job, we throw a fucking parade
All of
because
his
I work in...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't see what the screen says. What do you say? Oh, I turned it off. Oh, I can click things. Let me click some more things. Come on, what else? Is there a jump button? Alt. Alt is crouch. Let me go back in the... Oh, control is crouch. Shift is nothing. What? Do I go back in here? I guess I don't go back in here. I guess I just continue looking around. This isn't a horror game, right? Coffee cup. I like just what the boss says, I guess. Weird windows, unless we're like underground. What do you guys think the fuck is going on here? Doorknob. Oh, shut the door. Open the door. I'm having more fun with this than I think I'm supposed to. Looks like everyone left in a hurry, which is ominous.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Now I'm standing on the desk. What are you going to do about that, Mr. Man? I mean, this doesn't seem odd to anyone. Door? No, nothing in there. It's like the whole office packed up and fucking bailed. I hate Mondays. Ah, the I hate Mondays cup. It's everywhere. I'm sure it's in every office. Nice, pretty countryside. What the fuck is going on here? Why are you empty? Ooh, whiteboard. Give me the whiteboard. Let me look at it. There's a hallway back there. I can get in somehow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ficus, help me make decisions. Oh, Ficus, you're useless. I went to the door on my left, but there's another door. What happens if I go through the other door? Or look over here. More creepy, like, really vacant What a strange layout for an office. And I can't go back here, can I? I went through the door on my left, or I went through the
This
door on
was
my...
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes, I did!
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think I'm pissing off narrator. Wow, it was like people were holding stuff and then vanished. But then why would it all be in boxes with things half pulled out? Did someone take important files and leave? Is this like the fucking Umbrella Chronicles? Okay, emptiness is freaking me out a little bit. Could this be a horrible ending waiting for me in this break room?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It is immaculate for a break room. Things are also slightly off-center, like... No, with papers and boxes, I'm definitely saying... Yes?
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is worth it. I'm a curious person. Fine, I'll... Give me coffee. Okay, fine.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I took the first open door on my left. Ooh, creepy. Also, that's also there. I'll go through the door on my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Loud, scary room. Right? Through the maintenance section. That exists. That's a thing, and it's in a spotlight. No, I'll go through the thing. God. Why do I have to be an adult? I can't realistically adult.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Meeting room 4XX, group cabal planning? Cabal planning? Like the guy from Mortal Kombat or the secret meeting of people? Do not alter without whiteboard manager. Can I alter it? Because there's no whiteboard manager here! Franz, I wonder what happened to you. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Well, thank you for someone finally noticed. Not everyone has an owl hat. Okay. Number of slides on this table. Slides, charts, charts and slides. Synergize core value expenditures, shift global market paradigm, monetize free to play. It sounds like a whiteboard for my work. Broom closet! It's just what I've always wanted.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around.
There are things here. There's like a fucking wrench. Can I have it? Fine. I mean, what if I close the door?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Okay,
no
fine.
No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, fine. I'm freaked out, so I'll do what you say. We're going up, but there's still the weird light coming through everywhere. And I don't go through there. Fine, I guess. Nice office. Swanky. Door. Nice cushions and stuff. Huge fucking office. That is...
Stepping into his manager's office,
excuse me?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Chianti.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Well, I couldn't possibly have known this, but if we have Chianti, do we fucking work for Hannibal? I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Not me, Hannibal. 2845, right?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2845, not 2455. Yeah?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Weird, especially since it's like pre-lit. To a generator, that's even weirder. Why wouldn't you just plug into the power grid for the office? Why would it be on a separate generator? Anything over here? Nope. I don't really like the darkness. I just got through watching an episode of Doctor Who where shadows ate people, so... I find myself bewildered at regularly normal things like an elevator. Oh, good. Loading screen. I'd wondered if you'd forgotten about me. You're loading much faster this time. I should be nicer to my loading screens.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
That's how I feel after I get out of work.
Now, when for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
He had a strange feeling on his chest. Does he also suffer from social anxiety? Because... I'm sure my job has not helped. I don't know if it's exactly caused
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's a thing. Escape? Do we find escape from here? Through here? Is this the way to escape? Is it? That's a dark and foreboding corridor. Guess that's not much better, but there is a light there. Please, nothing eat me. Please don't. No, 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 don't do that. Light. It couldn't possibly be the light switch, could it?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Or you thought for me because you're the narrator. Why are all the papers in boxes? I mean, shouldn't there just be a huge shredder? What does that say? I can't read it. I can't find my glasses. And I just found them. That's the worst part. Anyway, we'll just go through here. I hope this also leads to escape. Another coffee cup. Another I Hate Mondays coffee cup. These people really don't like Mondays. Do I? Oh. Camera? Sure, cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Are the people at the top over there the executives, or what? Alright. 427. Where's 427? 3, 4, because we're 427, right? That's me, right? Yeah, that's my dreary, shitty little office. Person? Does a person appear now? God, I hope they don't make me fight.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Have you ever worked in retail?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Sounds like you've worked in retail. Do I get on here?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I ask myself that question regularly.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I guess I will. I was terrified by the way that thing in the center would be water. Why is it suddenly offline with papers everywhere? What thing could have happened to cause mind control idle awaiting input? So everyone bailed at the same time? This is the traditional path through the game, but if you looked, there was other options. I don't...
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I'm so filled with uncertainty. I guess I turn it off. Okay. Hello? Stanley? Music. I should have brought that wrench.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, no shit.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Did I win?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
It matters.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
I'm seeking knowledge.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
I want to know.
It will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
I need some things.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I just stay back here? No, I mean, it's cool to be out, you know, but...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Where the fuck am I?
The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path.
Am I in the English countryside?
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Are we gonna get eaten by zombies?
And Stanley was happy.
I don't know. I am left with immense unease. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Did I? There's got to be more. Like, there's so many mysteries in the facility. I want to go through all of them. Did I? I beat it? I'm back. I'm back here? But... And it's locked again. Son of a bitch!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, you mentioned
that.
What
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I guess that's it. But we will come back and explore again. I think. Would you guys like that?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Because I would like that.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Guys, if you enjoyed that, leave a like. If you would like to see more like what the fuck is going on, hit subscribe. Go ahead and tell me what you thought in the comment section. Like what the fuck is going on. And guys, this is your host, TheOwlHat, saying I will see you
No matter how hard
next
Stanley
time.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, we will check that out next time on the Stanley Parable. Guys, I'll see you later.